Man, this thing lays down a killer finish. Definitely sprays really well. But unfortunately, I can't recommend this gun. Stick around, I'll let you know why. I'm talking about the Porphis PRD-817 split nozzle V-Series. All right, welcome back to the channel, everybody. Right off the bat, I'm sure you can already tell this probably isn't going to be a great review video, and that's because that right off the bat I had some issues. What we're going to be talking about today is the Porphis PRD-817. This is their new split nozzle V-Series, the new gun in their line of the PRD-81 series. I've had this thing for about a week now, finally got an opportunity to use it, and unfortunately right out the box I did have an issue. I had an issue with the gun surging when I started to use it, spray some sealer. I did take the gun apart to clean it, obviously, when it came out the box. Clean, get a little excess grease off, make sure everything was okay, make sure everything was tight. And I did notice when I took the nozzle out of the gun to clean it that it was super, super tight in there. I wasn't sure if that was just, maybe that's the way they put them together. But what ended up happening once I started to actually spray sealer, just doing a little test pattern on a piece of paper, see how the gun performs at the air pressure I had, see what it looked like, give you guys a representation of the pattern and how it sprays. And it sprays a nice pattern, but as I went to spray just kind of a pretend little spray real quick, I could tell the gun was surging a little bit. Now surging happens when you have a leak in between the nozzle, the air cap, and basically air gets into your cup because air's going in, paint can't come out, causes basically a skip through it. I think I might have that on slow motion somewhere. But the issue that happens right out the box, where I took it apart, I cleaned the gun, I put it right back together, and I have an issue, is what bothers me about this. When I made the review video on the 815 MP, I mentioned how they had changed designs from the 71 series to the 81 series. And I've got this one all loose so I can show you. But behind your nozzle here, you have the nozzle, you have a metal air distribution ring, okay? So another part that won't wear out, you've got a nozzle that's machined, I don't think correctly, and then you have a second piece where it's threaded for your air cap to go on, and then you'll notice there is a gasket in behind there. I've made mention of this before on the 815 video. That I felt like that was a bad thing, that something could go wrong. Now, I'm not 100% positive that that is the true issue. But what I did realize in using, or in trying to put the gun together and make it function as it should, that I had to really, really super tighten this thing back down in order to get it to stop surging. I took the nozzle and everything out of this gun. I put it in one of the bodies of the 815 that I already had. Put everything in there, tighten it up like I normally do with this gun, still surging. So I realized it wasn't exactly the body, it had something else going on. Now, I've had no issues out of the 815. I've got 2 of those from them. They've worked great. I've had no issues out of any gun that they have sent me up to this point. But that's one thing that drives me crazy coming right out the box. I can't just put it together and go start using it without having to double check and see if there's an issue. And that's my hang up on this. At the price point that they got these things listed for, it's nice pretty, it's new, I like it. It looks better than the previous model, the 717. Sprays to me almost exactly like the 717. It's probably just a revamped look, same basic stuff, but I don't know why they changed that design in there. But the way they designed this, I do not like, and I believe that is the culprit of most of the problem. I don't know why they didn't stick with the original, you know, the way they did the 71 series. There was all metal parts. You know, everything was nice, neat, went together. I never had issues out of it. But finally I did have issues with one of their guns, and just wanted to let you guys know that. You know, I'm not trying to give you no fancy, you know, no lies or nothing here. I had issues with it, and I hope they will resolve this. I gotta get with them. I'm sure they're watching this same time you are, but I'd like them to resolve it. Once I resolve the issue by really tightening down that nozzle and got it to actually seal up, the gun spray is flawless. I mean, it really does lay down a really good finish, just like its predecessor. I mean, they're really nice guns. I was shooting this thing at 22 PSI with my base coat, 26 PSI or 28 PSI for clear coat. Just wide open fan, wide open fluid, no changes to it. Just basically set the air pressure and go. Gun spray's fantastic, lays down a wonderful finish. But I can't get over the fact that it was surging right off the bat, and just the way that thing is designed, I just can't get over that. So, as I say, I'm not going to recommend you purchase one of these guns just because of my issues and the way this thing's designed. You know, maybe I got a bad one, but that's not the point. You shouldn't end up with a bad one. You know, I spent almost an hour and a half, 2 hours this morning just playing around with this gun to figure out what the issue was. And if you're like a production painter out there, you ain't got time to sit there and work on your tools. Your tools should work right out of the box. And unfortunately, this one did not. So, sorry guys at Porphis, y'all need to do better. You know, like I say, the gun spray is fantastic, but I don't have time to diagnose problems with a gun when I'm trying to get things done in the shop. So like I was saying, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to give this kind of a thumbs down, kind of a negative review on this gun. I wish it was a little different, but you know, I'd like that gun to be done and designed a little better. You know, this doesn't help me by telling you guys this. If you use my code for 5% off, it saves you money. It also provides some money for me in the channel through affiliate links. So by not purchasing this and not recommending it, you know, doesn't help me any. They might not send me another gun again after this, but I just want to let you guys know that, you know, to be straightforward with you. Now, they still have the 71 series. You can still purchase that. You can still use my code Paint by Curry, get 5% off anything there. Like I say, all the other guns I've used from them have been fantastic, being the PRD-817 series. I have the PHS 155 I use for primer. I've been using that for a while, and I actually purchased that one. That one was not even given to me. The MPH 338, a little mini gun, that gun sprays great. I still use it. Like I say, this is the first and hopefully the last time I will get something that has an issue from them. So again, hopefully you learned a little something. If you did, do me a favor, like, subscribe, and tap that bell, and I'll catch you on the next one.